Well, I think Morpheus is very important for us because we spent usually building a hotel, you know, a 770-room hotel probably costs maybe, you know, $200–300 million. Our competitors would do it for that. We've built it for $1.1 billion. And the reason for this is, one, it's a love letter really to the Macau government for the years of support. With Morpheus, the original idea is a Chinese jade. And the structure, you know, the late Dame Zaha Hadid, you know, when we first got together, I said, look, my idea is what if we you know, work along those lines? And of course, you know, that her firm came up and Zaha came up with something just amazing that blew our minds. We couldn't believe it. But at the same time, it was probably one of the most difficult buildings ever to be constructed anywhere in the world because there is not a single column in the building. The whole building is held up by exoskeleton. 10 years ago, without the computer and technology advancement, it wouldn't have been built. And it really took a visionary like Zaha to put it together. Because I'm constantly looking forward in terms of what's the next big jurisdiction? What else can we do? How can we expand? And Japan has been on our mind for the last 10 years. And I wanted to continue to build up a strong portfolio, a showcase for it. At the same time in Macau, we had created a new segment of the market 5 years ago called premium mass. And we have done very well on that. But the premium mass segment is a very highly aspirational segment. So these our guests in that segment are constantly wanting better, newer, more amazing experiences. Japan is you know, other than Macau, I think will be the most exciting growth market in our lifetimes. In Japan, given it's such a rarely do you have an opportunity for a developed nation, the third largest economy in the world, to have all the amazing, the best infrastructure in place, but yet tourism, compared to global average as a contribution to GDP, as a percentage of GDP, is still below the global average. So in Japan, tourism is only 7% of GDP, whereas the global average is 10%. Considering it's such a unique and amazing place, it should really be higher than the average. We're interested in Kansai and Kanto, and naturally Osaka is the biggest city in the Kansai region, and that's why it's very interesting. And for the Kanto region, be it Yokohama or a city that's close to Tokyo, would be equally interesting to us, if not more interesting. But the reason that I'm more interested in the Kansai and Kanto region is, at the end of the day, the tourism appeal is higher. The infrastructure is all there. There is an existing flow of tourists, and at the same time, those are the two major cities in Japan. There have been, over the last 15 years, there's been many Asian destinations that have opened up to gaming. And we've only done the Philippines. And Philippines now is the third largest Asian gaming market, and probably in the world's top 5 now. So we're very selective. We want to commit to places. Addressing your Philippines question, the Philippines partnership is very complicated because it's a synthetic JV. So there's a lot of revenue streams left and right. And what we've been trying to do, because our partners have asked us if we wanted to expand, and we are certainly very interested, but at the same time we want to clean up that structure so that it's much more easy to understand from our investors, bondholders, stakeholders, because right now people are like, how does this structure work anyways? I did sell Russia, but when our consultant said, you know, given how Russia is with the rest of the world, with the sanctions and everything, that it might you know, hurt or at least from a perception standpoint, hurt our Japanese bid. I said, look, nothing is worth jeopardizing Japan, and I think that's why I cleaned up that structure.